Tour de France, everybody knows it's the heart of cycling.
Wins his first ever stage of the Tour de France for Eritrea.
Everybody dream to win stage.
First stage must have meant a lot.
To win that day, it's, for me, just my mind was explosive.
Do you realize the impact it had?
Now it's more global, different color from different country, different continent, colorful for the cycling. Now all the hard work is paying off, just make me proud.
Because you won the stage, so with that, you take on this responsibility of more than just a cyclist.
Just give me a lot of responsibility for myself. If you're doing something great, people, they just expect more. Also me.
So you want to live up to that responsibility. The mantle that you've taken on of being the leader of African cycling, you want to live up to that and carry that on. Personally, that Tour de France victory, the first one, you won 3 stages in 2024, the Tour de France. That first stage must have meant a lot to you personally. Do you realize the impact it had on the community, on Eritrea, for all of black cycling, and kind of hopefully lifts everybody up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the guy who really follow the social media, so I don't know really well what the other people see or are thinking.
Well, we definitely saw the Eritrean fans.
Yeah, I'm also surprised that day, to be honest. But yeah, the first day was amazing, you know. I didn't expect early in the tour to win stage because it is the first sprint stage, probably flat. And yeah, if you see really on the logic, there is a lot of guys faster than me, they are bigger than me, heavier than me. But yeah, to win that day, it's, for me, just my mind was explosive, you know. I couldn't believe. And then you see the reaction from my team, from the other riders. Also, I call my wife, she's in Eritrea, You see the feeling from the other people, you know, they are so proud and they are so happy. And then in different media, I receive from a different country a lot of great messages. So it's you see the impact or the influence of the victory for a different kind of people in different worlds, so especially in Africa. You know, most of them, they are super happy and super proud, and now they just dreaming to win stage, not to be part of that. So that's something nice for the cycling. Now it's more global, so it's nice to see different color from different country, different continent. It makes for sure colorful for the cycling. So far it's one of the pretty successful seasons for me, with the victory in the Tour and also in different races. Always there, top 10, try to do something better. For me, I feel also individually, at least I improved something better than the previous years. From different circumstances, we learn a lot. I would say 22 was perfect, and 23, you miss something like you need to learn from a lot of things, because for me was already everything came really quick, and I learned a lot of things from my mistake. And this year I just don't do the same mistake that I did before. I don't change a lot on training, but I change just small in details, like for example the block training and the altitude, how we combine in with the altitude stimulation and the effect of the body. And it works really well. And the way also, everything, the nutrition, the recovery time, and also which race is important, for which race we need to use for to improve the performance. And then we have also clear idea with my team in the beginning of the season. So that's also for sure, it's something nice to focus in the important goals for the team, also for me. And it works well, and I'm super happy also. So for sure I will continue like this. Still a lot of things to improve. It's there is no limit on cycling or any different sports. So I'm just always try to improve and to don't do the same mistake, just to yeah, to getting experience also, that makes also the difference. I'm now more and more experienced in different races, in the Grand Tour, in the Classics. So that's also, I find, it helps me a lot. And yeah, it's a lot of small details came together. And Tour de France, everybody know it's the heart of cycling. It's Tour de France is, yeah, everybody dream to win stage or to do something great in the Tour. So for me also this year, it's one of my biggest objective. For the team also, because as a team, they don't want any stage victory the last 7 years. So we had already a big pressure. Also for me personally, I want to do something on the tour, especially to win stage and try to show your performance. And for me, when I win the first stage, that was like say, yeah, now all the hard work is paying off, and all I dreaming from long time ago, yeah, it just make me proud at that day. Yeah, one thing, for me, since I start racing in Europe, like 2018, I don't know much about European races. The only thing we know is Tour de France, Giro, and Volta. Except also Sanremo is quite famous in Eritrea because we have the corner race from Italy, and then we watch on the TV Sanremo, a little bit Treno Adriatico, Lombardia. So, but since I became racing in Europe, I know more about the classics, and then yeah, it makes me like I want to do one time like this, and like the time of Sagan and Gilbert, they are really shining on the classics. So for me, in my heart, still like yeah, I want to do something better. Sanremo, Flanders, and also Roubaix. It's quite hard, but at least in these races on the classic, in the sprint classic, I really want to improve my result better. So I'm really working on that, and yeah, I hope one day I will able to achieve my goal.
You have the team for it, and you've already had a little bit of taste of it with Gent-Wevelgem as well. So you have what it takes to pull off a classic win.
Yeah, absolutely. What I said, it's the experience also make you one step forward. So at least you are getting used to it for the parkour. So that means you know what is the important point and how it looks like the road, or what you need to be in the position, and like you said also what it takes to be in this level. So yeah, every year, yeah, I realized what is my strength and what is my weakness, and then I just try to improve a little bit from a different side of my weakness. So yeah, it helps a lot. To be honest, this year also I'm quite happy with my performance in the classics. It's not so bad, and at least last year I'm not there, but this year I must at least there doing something great. So yeah, that's give me a big hope for the future. At least I must able to do something. So yeah, I'm really working on that.
We saw you guys knocking on the door already with Tekla Heymont in the past and other riders, but to finally get that victory at the highest level of cycling, it sends waves out, shock waves out all across the world. Is that a lot of pressure on your shoulders? I mean, because you won the stage, great, but also with that, you take on this responsibility of more than just a cyclist. You're carrying a lot of responsibility on your shoulders.
No, I would say it's not responsibility. It's just yeah. Sorry, my English is sometimes it's hard to change the word in English. But I would say it's not a responsibility. If you see responsibility, just pressure. So for me, I love to ride my bike. That's only I believe. I just like, if I enjoy more, for sure, you are able to achieve your goals. But if you have responsibility, if you are pressure, if you miss something, you just always I say, the people will be disappointed and this. But the first thing I believe is just I try to enjoy myself as much as I can, and then try to give 100% what it comes from me. I always do 100% everything, training, nutrition, recovery. So that's what I believe. If I do 100%, there is no talent. If you work hard, for sure you pay off one day. So if you're doing something great, you don't have responsibility. The people behind you, they are always happy. So I just doing what it comes from me 100%, and then if you give 100%, always pays off. And the people also, for sure, they know how hard you work, and then they will appreciate your work, and then they are always grateful to see. And
When did you first come to Europe to race? And you're saying that was a large part thanks to the UCI Center.
yeah, 17 in the end, but not that much time I spent in 17. I just like doing some track races and mountain bikes. But 2018, from that day on, I start like full-time racing in Europe, staying in Europe.
How old were you?
18 years old.
You beat Remco.
Yeah, I mean that day was fun. It's a surprise. Yeah, I know he won everything every day. So yeah, to able to beat him one time for Remco, it's just give you a lot of confidence for the future. So that's also one of the days I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm not bad cyclist. At least I'm okay cyclist. So yeah. It's always give you something if you win some races, so especially against the strong riders.
How much improvement did you make from that day up until this July at the Tour de France? Can you give the viewers an idea of how much of an improvement from that type of junior rider up to a Tour de France stage winner there is to make?
Yeah, still. Now I start cycling when I was really small. Yeah, I was 12 years old, and from that day on, everything I start from mountain bike until 15 years old, and then I passed to road race, which means something great experience for the mountain bike. I used to learn a lot of skills on the bike, and then that's also something it helps me really well. I would say during the sprint races, at least you know your place, how to find the right wheel or to be able to fight for the position. And all the success, every year there is some learning or some improvement. So I'm always seeing what is my weakness. If you're doing something great, you don't need to do something better. You just need to find what is the thing I missed. So that's always what I realized from different circumstances. Like even if it's mountain stage, if I am struggling a lot, I said what I need to do to be able to finish with a safety way. Like this is, I'm always trying to do something better. So for me, I would say this Tour de France is from the day I start cycling, 12 years old, everything it comes together, and then it helps me to win stage and to win green jersey, of course.
And did you have a lot of time to reflect on that? Like after the tour ended there in Nice and you had the green jersey, what were your reflections looking back over that career and then also those 3 weeks?
Yeah, now I would say just give me a lot of responsibility for myself, because if you're doing something great, people, they just expect more. Also me, but I know what is my potential, next year I didn't expect maybe 4th stage. That's for sure, it's hard, but always, I just try to do it better, like, of course, if next year you win 1 stage, and then if you don't win green jersey, that's still not easy, because, in the cycling to win 1 stage is, in the Tour, I hear from a lot of my teammates, they do already 8 Tours, but they never won 1 stage. So that's already, I knew how hard it is Tour de France. So you also see the reaction from my teammate when I won stage. Everybody was super happy because they know how it takes to win that stage. So cycling is not about one guy; it's about all the team, the staff, and the members. So if we have a lot of things to do as a team, for me also. So I'm still now learning and improving a lot of things.
Also, you want to live up to that responsibility maybe not the responsibility, but kind of the mantle that you've taken on of being, the leader of African cycling, of all the pressure that's around you. You want to live up to that and carry that on.
For me, it was not that much complicated. Like I said, I always enjoy myself, and I don't spend a lot of time on the social media, so that helps me a lot. I just doing what I have to do, and sometimes it's not easy, but luckily I say that's why I'm always thankful to my wife, because she's always bring me calm down and just said enjoy your time on the bike, because cycling, you cannot stay forever, and cycling career is short. So that's what I'm doing. And on the other side also, I'm super proud to represent my country. I would say also to represent all African country, because that's what I belong to. So.